We are honoring the life of Sergeant Lee Sorensen, who was killed in the line of duty in Tremonton.
Yeah, he was one of 3 officers shot while responding to a call nearly 2 weeks ago. It's been a somber but a beautiful day as people from all around the state gathered to honor a man that they say made a huge impact on northern Utah.
We have team coverage tonight as Sergeant Lee Sorensen is laid to rest in Tremonton. We have Mike Anderson and Andrew Adams who have been following today's funeral services.
We're going to start things off with Mike, who spoke with members of the community showing up to honor Sorensen's life. Mike?
Yeah, a whole lot of community out here around this event to honor Sorensen. You had volunteers out here this morning setting up flags, and immediately after the funeral, people were out here along the sidewalks to see Sorensen off. And that continual show of support we've seen over the last couple of weeks, we are told means a lot to the people of Box Elder County, but also to the law enforcement community, and especially to those agencies directly impacted by this tragedy. Brett and Stephanie Gailey tell me their son, Lieutenant Skylar Gailey, read Sorensen's eulogy today. He also shared with them a frightening and tragic text on the night of August 17th that his department had lost 2 officers. She says these displays of support and all of these efforts behind them are very meaningful to those in law enforcement and their families.
And it's heartwarming and makes me feel really good to know that there are so many people that love and support our police officers, and they truly are there.
We also heard from others here today about how both Lee Sorensen and his wife Lynette are known for serving others, being very giving. We also heard from a former firefighter today about how he got to know both of them and how much they, as the first responder community, appreciate this whole show of support and what the community has done. Mike Anderson, KSL 5 News.
Mike, thank you. Lee Sorensen did not like being called Sarge, Sir, or Boss. His fellow officers remembered him as a father figure who would have helped anyone.
News specialist Andrew Adams was in Logan for funeral services today. Andrew?
Lee Sorensen's chief remembered the sergeant as a cornerstone of the department. He described him as a man of courage, integrity, and compassion. Now, once again, officers from across the country were in attendance today for funeral services at D. Glenn Smith Spectrum. I personally spoke to officers from New York, Fort Worth, Colorado, and we also saw police from Chicago, Idaho, Wyoming. Sorensen's brother remembered Lee today as a patient man and a peacemaker.
One thing that I've heard is he could de-escalate anybody, and he could get them talked down out of a bad situation. What an incredible trait to have. Why can't more people in this world have that trait? Why can't we love one another? Why can't we be the child of God that our Heavenly Father wants us to be?
Officers describe Sorensen as essentially a father figure type who helped them to be better fathers themselves. And even though he didn't like being called Sarge or Boss, he earned another title. As one officer ended his talk today, he said, "Love you, Dad." The governor equated Sergeant Sorensen to a good shepherd who was already watching over his family and the state from above. He called him one of his people. In Logan, Andrew Adams, KSL 5 News.